So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, Cousins swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Cousins gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Giants! Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now a dump off here complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Cousins now. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Again, it's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Play fake. Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mo Alley Cox punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Following the interception, Cousins. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. D.J. Jones collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Albert O. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Allen's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Allen. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he completes it to Hunt. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Fourth down, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
In your face. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A first down throw for Cousins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
On first down, Allen steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Alert! 49,
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Allen's throw is complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and a yard, Cousins.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins under pressure. They got him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.